Hi folks, this is question 8. So the first part asks you to convert 7.5 kilometers to meters. So if you're stuck in that for a second, just remember there's a lot of meters in each kilometer, so you should get a big number. So you'll just be multiplying by 1,000, so it'll be 7,500 meters. Second part, now in here you have actually 7.5 kilometers, and you've already converted it up above to 7,500 meters, so I'm going to put in that there. So that really, the first part A was to help you in here, first of all, to convert them all to the same, because you see down that the 200 is in meters, so at least they're all in meters now. Use trigonometry to work out the size of the angle, so we're going to use SOHCAHTOA here. So I'm going to label 200, that is the opposite because it's furthest away from the angle E. The 7,500 is the hypotenuse here, so we've got opposite and we've got hypotenuse, so sin of the angle E is equal to opposite, which is 200 over 7,500. So you need to put them in the same units here or it won't work. Then to get E by itself, we're going to move that sin across the equal sign. It will become sin inverse of 200 over 7,500. That'll be it. We're just going to use calculator then, and you should get 1.5, and that's it. Next part says write 20 minutes as a fraction of an hour. Give your answer in the simplest form. Well, 20 minutes is 20 over, there's 60 minutes in an hour, so 20 over 60. So if we break that down, it'll become 1 over 3. You could use calculator just to simplify that, put it into calculator, press equals, or you should know that if you divide 20 into top and bottom, it gives you 1 over 3, so it's 1/3 of an hour. During part of its flight, plane P travelled 598 kilometers in 2 hours 20 minutes. Work out the average speed of plane P during this time. Well, we know speed, we're looking for speed here, is equal to distance over time. Then the distance travelled is 598 kilometers. We want the time though. If we write down we can't really write down 2 hours 20 minutes anyway, because we can't really write words down. So 2 hours 20 minutes, you have to write that as as a decimal or a fraction altogether, and probably the easiest way then of putting it down under is 2 and 1 over 3, like that. And or you could say 7 over 3, the same thing, and you could use calculator then, so maybe 598 over 7 over 3, and just be careful putting in the calculator. So you'll press fraction button, 598, go down, then press fraction button again and put in 7, and then go down and press 3, and it will give you the answer. And it's 2.256.3 kilometers per hour. That's what we should be getting. Then there's another part D. Work out the distance AC. Well, we have to work this out in 2 parts. We're just going to work out this bit here first, and then we're going to work out the other side of the line. To work out that first bit, we can use Pythagoras, because we've got a right angle triangle there on the left hand side. We have the hypotenuse, it's 598, so we can do 598 squared minus 280 squared, or whatever way you've done Pythagoras before, and then find the square root of that afterwards. Or you can put all that together in the calculator. That's just using Pythagoras to work out that, and you should get 528.398, something like that. Then to work out the other side, this bit over here, we're going to have to use sin cos again. Now I'll just put a little y up there. You could call it x either, doesn't matter, just anything. From 35, the 280, that's the opposite, and the y is the adjacent. Therefore, tan of 35 is equal to 280 over y. Then if you move the y to the other side, you get y tan 35 is equal to 280, and y is equal to 280 over tan 35. Therefore, if you put that in the calculator, you get 399.881, and then it's just adding together those two answers then that we've already got, and your final answer is 928. And that's when you just add those two together. So that's it then, that's all for question 8.